Imagine unlocking the part of your brain that turns ordinary thinking into extraordinary problem solving. That's exactly what this video is about. But let me warn you, this isn't for the faint-hearted. If you're here just to scroll, just to watch for fun, then stop right now and click away. Go back to your average life, your average habits, and your average results. But if you're done with mediocrity, if you're ready to lock the door, stare your excuses in the face, and demand more from yourself, then stay. Let me tell you something personal. I wasn't always sharp or confident. For years, I felt like I was running in circles, stuck in mental quicksand, while others seemed to leap ahead. I hated that feeling of being behind. One day I said, enough is enough. I discovered a brain hack that made me sharper, quicker, and more creative than I ever thought possible. But it wasn't easy, and it came with a cost. Now, it's your turn. Number 1, challenge your brain with intentional discomfort. Your brain thrives on challenges, yet it's hardwired to crave comfort and predictability. That's the paradox. The more you stay in your comfort zone, the less your brain grows. To truly unlock your potential, you need to push past the mental resistance and embrace intentional discomfort. Imagine learning to juggle. At first, it feels chaotic and frustrating. You drop the balls repeatedly, your hands feel clumsy, and your mind struggles to coordinate. But each time you try, your brain builds new neural pathways. These connections are like mental highways, helping your brain process information more quickly and efficiently. The same principle applies to activities like solving puzzles, playing strategy games like chess, or even learning a new skill like coding or cooking. These tasks force your brain to work harder, stretch its limits, and adapt. Over time, this rewiring sharpens your problem-solving skills, enhances memory, and boosts your overall intelligence. It's not easy, but that's the point. Growth isn't supposed to feel comfortable, it's supposed to feel transformative. Number 2, rewire negative thinking with gratitude journaling. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a loop of negative thoughts? Maybe you've replayed a failure over and over or doubted your ability to succeed. These thoughts don't just affect your mood, they actively limit your brain's ability to function at its best. Negative thinking narrows your perspective and drains your mental energy, leaving less room for creativity and learning. Here's where gratitude journaling comes in. Every morning, take 5 minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand or life-changing. It could be as simple as, I'm grateful for the cup of coffee I had this morning, or I'm grateful for the friend who made me laugh yesterday. The key is to focus on the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small. Research shows that gratitude increases neural plasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and adapt. This means you're not just lifting your mood, you're training your brain to focus on opportunities instead of obstacles. Over time, gratitude becomes your default mindset, making you more optimistic, resilient, and mentally agile. Number 3, feed your brain with real nutrients. Did you know that your brain is the most energy-demanding organ in your body? It uses around 20% of your total energy intake, which means what you eat directly impacts how well it functions. If you're fueling your brain with junk food, don't be surprised if you feel sluggish, unfocused, or mentally foggy. To optimize your brain power, prioritize foods rich in nutrients that promote cognitive health. For example, omega-3 fatty acids in walnuts and fatty fish like salmon are known to improve memory and learning. Blueberries, often called brain berries, are packed with antioxidants that protect your brain from oxidative stress and aging. Dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa, can enhance blood flow to the brain, boosting your focus and alertness. Think of it this way, your brain is like a high-performance engine. If you put in low-quality fuel, it'll sputter and underperform. But give it the premium stuff, and it'll operate at peak efficiency. Make small changes to your diet, and you'll notice a huge difference in how sharp and energized you feel. Number 4, use the 20-minute curiosity rule. Have you ever lost track of time diving into a topic that fascinated you? That feeling of curiosity isn't just enjoyable, it's incredibly beneficial for your brain. Curiosity stimulates dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, making learning feel exciting and fulfilling. Here's how the 20-minute curiosity rule works. Set aside 20 minutes each day to explore something that sparks your interest. It could be learning about ancient civilizations, watching a documentary on the latest space discoveries, or researching the psychology of decision-making. For example, let's say you've always been curious about how algorithms work. Spend 20 minutes reading a beginner's guide or watching a YouTube video about it. You don't need to master the topic. Just let your curiosity guide you. This habit not only broadens your knowledge, but also strengthens your brain's ability to connect ideas. Over time, you'll notice yourself coming up with creative solutions, seeing patterns others miss, and thinking more innovatively. Curiosity isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a tool for unlocking your brain's full potential. Number 5, master deep focus with the Pomodoro technique. In today's world of constant notifications and endless distractions, staying focused can feel like an impossible task. But what if I told you there's a simple technique that can train your brain to concentrate deeply and work efficiently? It's called the Pomodoro technique, and it's a game changer for productivity. Here's how it works. Choose a task, set a timer for 25 minutes, and work on that task with full intensity. No checking your phone, no switching tabs, no multitasking. Once the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break to recharge. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer 15 to 30-minute break. This technique works because it aligns with your brain's natural rhythms. Your brain can only focus intensely for about 25 to 30 minutes before its efficiency starts to drop. By breaking your work into manageable chunks, you maximize your focus during each session and give your brain the rest it needs to recover. Over time, this trains your brain to sustain attention for longer periods, helping you tackle even the most challenging tasks with ease. For example, imagine you're working on a presentation. Instead of slogging through it for hours, use the Pomodoro technique to break it into smaller sections. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish and how focused and energized you feel by the end of the day. Number 6, sleep like a genius. Contrary to the hustle culture mantra that glorifies sleep deprivation, skipping sleep doesn't make you more productive. It makes you less effective. Your brain isn't a machine. It's a complex organ that requires rest to function optimally. During sleep, your brain performs critical maintenance tasks like clearing out toxins and reinforcing neural connections. Think of it as your brain's nightly housekeeping routine, ensuring it's ready to tackle the next day with heightened clarity and focus. The sweet spot for most adults is 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. This doesn't mean just lying in bed. It means deep, uninterrupted sleep cycles that allow your brain to fully recharge. If you're struggling with sleep, try creating a nighttime routine. Avoid screens an hour before bed, dim the lights, and engage in calming activities like reading or meditation. Prioritizing sleep isn't a luxury. It's an investment in your mental sharpness, creativity, and long-term health. Number 7, practice active visualization. Have you ever noticed how athletes often close their eyes and picture themselves scoring a goal or winning a race? This isn't just for show, it's a mental technique called active visualization, and it's one of the most powerful tools for achieving success. When you visualize yourself succeeding at a task, you're essentially rehearsing it in your mind. Your brain begins to create neural pathways as if you're actually performing the task, priming you for real-world success. Before starting a big project, giving a presentation, or tackling a challenge, take a few minutes to close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding. Picture the details, how you feel, what the environment looks like, and the reactions of those around you. For instance, if you're preparing for a public speech, visualize yourself speaking confidently, your audience nodding in agreement, and the applause at the end. This mental rehearsal can boost your confidence and prepare your brain to execute the task with precision. Number 8, train your memory with the loci method. Do you ever find yourself struggling to remember names, key facts, or important points? The loci method, an ancient memory hack used by Greek and Roman orators, can change that. Here's how it works. Imagine a familiar space, like your home or a favorite room. Assign each piece of information you want to remember to an object in that space. Then mentally walk through the room, revisiting each object to recall the information. For example, If you're trying to remember the points for a presentation, you might imagine your introduction sitting on your couch, your main arguments on your coffee table, and your conclusion by the door. By linking abstract information to physical objects, you create a vivid mental map that's much easier to recall. The loci method isn't just a memory tool, it's a way to make your brain more organized and efficient. Number 9, reduce decision fatigue. Do you ever feel mentally drained before the day is even halfway over? That's decision fatigue, the mental exhaustion that comes from making too many decisions, no matter how small. The more choices you make, the less mental energy you have left for the important ones. Successful people like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg understood this, which is why they simplified their lives by wearing similar outfits every day. You can do the same by automating small, repetitive decisions. Plan your meals for the week, set a morning routine, and use apps to handle mundane tasks like bill payments. By reducing the number of trivial decisions you make daily, you free up brain power for what truly matters: strategic thinking, problem solving, and creativity. Simplifying your life isn't just about efficiency, it's about preserving your mental energy for the decisions that shape your future. Number 10, surround yourself with smarter people. The people you spend time with shape the way you think, act, and grow. It's often said you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you surround yourself with people who challenge your ideas, inspire you, and push you to think critically, you'll naturally elevate your own intelligence and capabilities. For instance, if you want to improve your financial knowledge, spend time with individuals who are savvy with money. If you want to develop your creativity, connect with artists, writers, or innovators. This doesn't mean abandoning your current relationships. It means being intentional about who influences your mindset. Remember, iron sharpens iron. The more you interact with smarter, driven individuals, the more their habits, ideas, and energy will rub off on you. Number 11, teach what you learn. One of the best ways to solidify your understanding of a concept is to teach it to someone else. When you explain an idea, your brain has to break it down into simpler terms, organize the information, and ensure it makes sense, all of which deepen your mastery of the subject. Teaching isn't just for teachers. It's a powerful tool for anyone who wants to learn better and faster. For example, after reading a book or taking a course, share what you've learned with a friend or write about it in a blog post. Even explaining a new concept to yourself out loud can help. Teaching forces your brain to engage with the material actively, making it less likely that you'll forget it. Plus, the process of teaching often reveals gaps in your understanding, giving you a chance to fill them. It's a win-win. You help others grow while doubling your own learning power. These 11 brain hacks are more than just ideas. They're a roadmap to transforming your mind and unlocking your full potential. But here's the thing, this is just the beginning. If you're serious about diving deeper into how the mind works, you have to check out my Dark Psychology playlist. It's packed with insights that will blow your mind and help you understand the hidden forces that influence behavior. Oh, and for those of you who crave power and mastery in every area of life, I've just started my 48 Laws of Power playlist. Only 2 laws are up right now, but trust me, even those 2 are game changers. If you want to gain an edge and see the world in a whole new way, you'll want to be there as I upload each law. So what's it going to be? Are you ready to push your limits, uncover hidden truths, and transform your life? Click the links, explore those playlists. Your mind is your greatest weapon. Sharpen it wisely.